The possible things that can go wrong with the human body fills volumes and runs the gamut from heartbreaking to just plain weird. Here are 10 bizarre medical conditions. Number 10. Paris syndrome. It first appeared primarily in Japan, but then spread to China as well. The affliction is set off when people travel to Paris only to find it wasn't all they thought it would be. Dizziness, delusions, and even hallucinations are among the disorder's physical and psychological manifestations. Number 9. Unter-Tan syndrome. Once believed to be a sign of devolution as those afflicted by it walk on all fours, the use of hands and feet has since been identified as adaptation. The syndrome causes balance and cognition issues, making moving around upright problematic. Number 8. Geographic tongue. If your tongue has a bunch of smooth, red blotches resembling a map, this may be what ails you. The condition is completely benign, and any discomfort may be remedied with painkillers and by avoiding spicy foods and tobacco. Number 7. Stoneman's disease. Over time, this syndrome causes a person's muscles, tendons, and ligaments to turn to bone, forming a second skeleton over the first. There are currently a little over 3,000 living people who have been diagnosed with it. No cure is known.
He gets a flare-up in his muscle. It causes swelling, which then that swelling turns to bone.
Number 6. Stendhal syndrome. Extreme reactions to beautiful works of art, be they singular or presented as a group, are sometimes assigned this diagnosis. Disorientation and fainting are two of its hallmark traits and can be serious enough to require a trip to the hospital. Number 5. Alien hand syndrome. The name refers to the complete loss of control over one's hand or leg, making it seem as if its activity is being manipulated by an outside source. People have been known to involuntarily feed themselves or tear at their clothing when an episode occurs.
That silent personality in the right brain has no language, which could explain the irrational behavior of that alien left hand.
Number 4. Foreign accent syndrome. About 100 individuals have been chronicled as suddenly starting to speak with a pronounced accent.
Latte in take wake up, sure. Large one, and Liam.
Oh, just a flat white. Cindy Hastings is fourth-generation Australian. She's never been to Europe, but you'd swear she was born there. Such is her thick Eastern European accent.
Number 3. Uncombable hair syndrome. Most people have had unfortunate hair days, and a small number of them can cite this anomaly as the reason. Scientists say that their unbendable locks result from having an unusually large number of grooves along the hair shaft. Number 2. Trimethylaminuria. It's tough to say, but even harder to live with. Sufferers are prone to smelling like fish or rotten eggs no matter how often they bathe. Researchers have identified it as a genetic disorder. Number 1. Hypertrichosis, also called Ambras syndrome. This disorder presents as atypical hair growth on both the body and the face.
Larry has hypertrichosis. It's very rare. Only about 50 people in the world have bodies like his.
Which medical condition do you think is the most bizarre?